Luther Vandross. Ooh.
Vandross. I guess.
Oh, yeah. Boss gags.
DLD. For the dirty lowdown.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Is that song about eating bum holes?
Nah, they didn't make songs
If you
like
want it to be.
They didn't make songs like that in the 70s. It was more like...
Got a Jones for this.
I might eat your
Jones for
I
that.
might eat your butthole after I've done a couple of these rails.
This is a podcast, and it's an episode. Back in the lounge.
Mystery songs. So... Boz Lerman.
That's why I like doing the podcast, Will, because there's no pretense of it being an episode. We just Skype. It's more of just catching up.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty much what we're doing.
This, I feel like there's more of pressure to keep up the pretense that this is a show.
Even though within 4 songs we're just talking about whatever. You know what I hate?
I'm not sure why we have to press record. Ooh.
I've got a new one. You know what I hate? Men that wear diapers.
It's
If you don't really need it, you're doing it because it turns you on somehow. That's creepy.
Well, that's just weird.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't have to have a ground.
Relax. I still find us funny.
Chris decided that we should do Jimmy Buffett, and that's what we're doing.
I'm such a big Jimmy Buffett fan.
Jimmy
Oh
Buffett.
my god.
I'm really not, but I really don't hate Jimmy Buffett. At least not until we listen to this album.
Jimmy Buffett.
What is there to hate? He's like...
He's so
made
benign.
an entire career out of benign, yeah.
Yeah. Then again, so did Garth Brooks, and I really don't like him.
No matter how stoned you get, no matter how drunk you get, Jimmy Buffett's got a groove for you.
No, like...
Kinda.
Like, for me, benign's the worst. Like, there all the time, but benign. Like, not assaultively bad, like Nickelback, because eventually, like, I still get enjoyment out of them, because it's funny. They're on just the comedically bad scale. Jimmy Buffett is just, like, for me, benign is worse than assaultively bad.
For you, it's insipid and not just benign.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
I thought of something.
I may be there by the time we're done listening to this.
But when we were leaving, the only place to eat... Anyway, the only place to eat in Jamaica was Jimmy Buffett's restaurant.
At the
and
airport.
we had the 2... I don't even remember what we ate, because it was just, forgettable, except for the fact that it wasn't very good.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
We really did. We ordered the cheeseburger from Jimmy Buffett's, and it was gross. I'm not even sure it was hot. It was the worst food we had the entire time we were there.
And we've had Chili's too. I mean,
Well,
Jimmy Buffett was bad, and we've had Chili's too. So I really think we get to measure. When you've eaten at a Chili's too, you get to judge everybody's hamburger.
but
Screw you.
to be fair,
To be fair,
far.
to be fair, we've been watching Letterkenny.
To be fair,
To be fair.
part of the reason that was so awful is we wouldn't have had to eat at Jimmy Buffett's if we hadn't have been stuck at the airport for 8 hours.
It's a nice pan.
And unable to smoke. This was, of course, back in the days when people smoked.
Yeah, except in Jamaica.
Not at the airport.
No, they didn't smoke in Jamaica.
We couldn't get outside.
You wear a
And
cowboy
then-
hat. They hit you from
We
Texas.
were there for 8 hours and we could not eat except at Jimmy Buffett's.
I love chain tourist food. You microwave it and then dip it in wax.
Yeah, and then throw it out the window, please.
So today's episode
Oh, yeah, we didn't say the time. Here's
is called Off to See the Lizard.
1988. He's...
We chose it mostly based on the title.
I think
Okay.
this was his...
I don't know nothing about Jimmy Buffett
He
except for all his hits were like in the first 2 years, and then
We discovered that while researching.
He's weirdly clean-shaven and wearing a beret. And
A beret.
obviously he's in a tropical scene, but behind him,
is he wearing shoes?
in the distance, it's like he's it looks like he's supposed to be at a drive-in movie theater, but there's like a hedgerow separating the parking lot from the screen, which is showing Godzilla versus Mothra.
What?
So...
Okay.
And that's why he's doing this, hey, I'm fake stoned laugh. Because I'm Jimmy Buffett, and everything I do is a calculated act, because I'm a sociopath.
Is there verified research on whether or not he's actually partakes in the drugs and the alcohol?
He refuses to get drug tested, so I don't know. Here's Carnival World.
And we're off to see the lizard.
I sure hope this is a concept album.
It's your only... Help me, Brett. It's your only hope. Oh, it sounds like the soundtrack to Lethal Weapon so far.
Sounds like Bruce Hornsby. Who's Elliot Schneider? I'm going to take a wild stab and say Elliot, because on all these songs it's also crediting Elliot Shiner. I'm going to take a wild stab and say he was from Bruce Hornsby's The Range. Elliot Shiner? Yeah, this is weirdly smooth. Just a boring-looking American sound mixer. Okay, never mind. Well, let's see if he produced any of The Range.
Holy crap, I've already fallen asleep.
Shiner has produced...
This sounds vaguely like Christian pop.
This guy produced Toto, Beck, Faith Hill, Steely Dan, Sting, Bruce Hornsby.
There you go. Ding, ding,
Pat
ding,
myself
ding,
on the
ding.
back.
Ding, 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 filler bell.
Man, I've got a good ear, because, like, goddamn, like,
good.
some people have such a, like, production niche.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, like...
Damn. Called it in like 4 seconds.
He produced Queen as well. What Queen? Eagles, Jackson Brown. It's just...
Okay, so this guy made the rounds on some pretty big bands. But wait, tell me again what year this was?
89.
Okay, so this was Jimmy Buffett could afford to get whoever was the best.
Good God, it's hurting my brain. Just out of, like...
Well, look, he tried to have like a little strength behind that lyric right there.
But not too much. I would love to hear what his take on this album when he was doing it was. Like, what he was going for. More radio?
How did he
like
describe it in interviews?
No, what he thought of, what he was thought they sold him on. Why does this sound like cheesy vacation
Waiting for that
commercial music instead of vacation music?
Am I the only one hearing Blackbird right now?
A what?
Yeah, some of the melodies. And
Yeah.
This is weirdly smooth. Usually Jimmy Buffett sounds... It's like he's hitting your eardrums with spam, like...
Yeah, it all sounds like it's done on synthesizers and computers and stuff. Like, it doesn't sound like these are real...
Yeah.
I'm sure it is, right? But even if it is, it sounds like it's been run...
It would be.
I don't know, man. This sounds real fakey. It's like, let's make an album with just you, and then you don't have to pay anybody.
We were only waiting for the moment to rhyme. I wish there was some computer program that we could just put in like years and genre, and it would just auto-generate an album for us to listen to.
Just make up one.
I mean, a real album.
If Toto had been making an album in 1989, this is what it would sound like.
I would listen to that all the time.
I mean, that's what you just said on this. It's like sometimes
If the
music
Beatles
is so
made an album in
predictable. If you just
1926.
wanted to hear it, but something different. Like, I want something that sounds like Bruce Springsteen, but like from the 90s.
Here's Take Another Road.
Take another rip. Tater chip.
I'm gonna need to have another drink.
Why is it not... Okay.
Take a rip, tater chip. Somebody gets paid to sit around and wait for that time when you need it.
All right, this will just be the intro. I'm not in the mood for... This is like... If he wasn't singing on this, I'd actually like it. Like, this is just... This is just smooth. I never thought I would say the word smooth for a Jimmy Buffett album, but like... I think he was just proving the haters wrong here. Like, I can be smooth. Except the problem is he's still singing on it.
Is it like
false intro? We're doing bad.
Enough? Now this is what makes this a classic episode.
Yeah, I can't sit through this.
How long have we been doing this?
I'll sit through this in private, but we've had plenty of false starts. I can't do a whole album.
I'm telling you, this is not a false start. This is classic fucking talking over albums. And now you've awoken the beast.
I was trying to play along.
She was dead asleep.
I don't know what you had.
All right, just kidding. We're doing bad. I'm going to be shamogne-ing. I cannot sit through that. Like, that is...
It was all going to be the same, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to say that while we were recording, but my whole thing about Jimmy Buffett is he just writes the same song over and over. They're basically pleasant songs, but there's a billion of them and they're all the same.
I think he was just like, people don't think I'm smooth. Produce me a smooth album so I can sing over it in my stupid hammy voice. Let me ruin a Bruce Hornsby album. Anyway, here's Jacko.
Okay, we're back to we're listening to "Bad" by Michael Jackson. Ziggy doesn't know that though because he can't hear it.
Your butt is mine.
Is that really the lyric? Because that's a weird lyric.
It
doesn't really flow.
That's Ziggy's mantra.
It totally is Ziggy's mantra.
Your butt is mine.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna shamogne into the microphone.
That's your whole thing.
Whoosh. I gotta pee.
If you could only see what I just saw, listener. I'm back.
Do you have a fan you can put here? So
I don't, but I have a specific jacket that I think of this song every time I put it on. I wore it last week, and nobody gets it when I walk through the office going like this.
I do. I feel the disturbance and the force.
I'm gonna have to go get it just so you can see what I'm talking about because I know you'll get it.
This was after.
You're like the only one who will get it.
Okay, so yeah, so we did Thriller.
Thank you, darling.
Put it over here for protection, maybe.
I'm not
Didn't
sure.
we do the one with Dirty Diana? Which one is that? Is that this one?
I think that's on this album.
Okay. So probably not.
Or Dangerous.
We've already done this one.
It really is amazing. He only has 2 classic albums.
Off the wall.
I mean, yeah.
We did Off the Wall.
Yeah, Dirty Diana's on this. Smooth Criminal.
Are you sure? It's on Smooth Criminal.
I said it on the last one. I'll probably eat my words, but then I said I preferred Bad over Thriller. And just looking through the title, I think this is a more upbeat album. Like, because we figured out, or we're reminded that Thriller is an easy listening album, basically.
Yeah, it's really got the one standout. And then what else? I don't even remember what else is on it. That's the thing.
Human Nature, PYT.
I thought that was on Off the Wall. Son of a bitch.
Everyone's already banning the podcast.
Oh, you can't go down there. I mean, unless you're getting beer. You're going to have to edit this out. I gotta go get my bad jacket though.
I think you're alright. You wouldn't know where it was. Do you want me to
I know
find
exactly
it for
where
you?
it is. It's hung up where it belongs.
No, I don't think
And I can say that now because this is all getting edited out. This is ridiculous.
Where does it belong, by the way?
What?
Where does it belong, by the way?
It's hung up in a closet with all the jackets, which is now in that closet there. In the new walk-in closet / office room that we have now created.
Not in the dress wing.
No, that's just a closet that happens to have dresses in it now.
Because
we're on to the next song, which is...
You know it, Shamogne.
Dirt.
It's a danceable version.
The way you make me feel.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, you stay. Just stay. You stay. You're not staying.
She'll never stay.
She's not staying.
She'll never stay.
She's not staying.
She's awful chunky for a girl that never stops moving.
This episode does not want to be made. I'm going to let Michael Jackson diddle our podcast to death. This is going to be the last episode.
You say that every week. All Alright, let's pretend I have pants on to make this work.
I do say it every week, even when I'm not podcasting.
Oh, get off.
I want to dance.
Come on, buddy.
Do you have an industrial strength fan?
I need a fan, and then this is it.
That'll blow you into the Christmas tree.
Okay.
Yeah, your Christmas tree's still up.
It's a very busy time. If it goes up in December, it doesn't come down until February.
I admire it. If I could, I'd just leave a Christmas tree up year round.
We don't really have the space for it, but I think this weekend is the weekend I will have the chance to take it down.
Do we have anything new to say about Jacko?
He's wacko.
He was genius and awful. It's fucking complicated. Yeah, lay down. You're good. You did good.
Oh, there's a song on. Would you start playing it 10 minutes ago? What?
I don't know why. For some, I guess it sort of sounds like. For some reason, I always assumed that Stevie Wonder wrote this. It just sounds Stevie Wonder-ish. But
I would agree with that, except I'm not sure. Did he ever do anybody else's work?
I think so. A few songs.
I don't remember.
Does this credit him?
Usually, if it was a giant hit when I was young, the Gibbs wrote it.
Those damn Gibbs.
I watched that documentary and I was just like, that's why everything sounded like the Bee Gees in my childhood.
That's why everything was shrieky. Five amazing songs Stevie Wonder wrote for other artists. Tell Me Something Good for Rufus and Shaka Khan. He wrote Tears of a Clown?
Oh no!
He wrote I Can't Help
Michael
It.
Jackson?
That's mine.
He wrote I Can't Help It for Michael Jackson.
I Can't Help It.
Until You Come Back to Me for Aretha Franklin. Perfect Angel for Minnie Riperton. Why do I know that name? Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton.
Maybe we need to do that episode.
Minnie Riperton. Oh, she did Loving You is easy 'cause you're beautiful. And every time that ooh.
I always thought it was a guy who just really had some skill.
You thought it was a guy hitting the
like maybe a child?
Yeah, that sounds like her.
It did not seem like a song a woman would sing. It, like all the lyrics sound like
She
they're
still
male.
thinks George Michael was a guy.
It just struck me as a very male-centered song. It never really crossed my mind it was a woman singing it.
That would be a man with like his balls removed, then put back, and then like kicked all the way up his.
First, while they had them removed, they put little whistle holes in them.
Yeah. That would be like thrice. What?
I have to be able to make noises.
Like
once, twice, three times a eunuch.
Thrice eunuch. That was good. You get 4 talking over album bucks that are not redeemable for cash.
Billy, lay down. Your French ladies.
Have you guys ever seen Moonwalker, the movie Michael Jackson made?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Moonraker.
Moonwalker, like this song's in it. Like it's a you should watch it.
Is that the one they played at like Six Flags or something?
No,
like
that was
movie?
Captain EO. That was like Disneyland.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, you've really got to watch it. Like it's a really fucked up movie. You can tell Michael Jackson like just made the outline himself. He's like, I like E.T., I like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I like Star Wars. He's just going through like this list of movies.
Monkeys, don't forget monkeys!
That was an uncanny impression.
He's like, now put me in it and write the script.
Don't forget monkeys! I love monkeys.
Yeah, because the movie is about Michael Jackson is on Neverland Ranch playing with kids, and then they happen to stop.
She's just being
Please.
nice to you.
I'm sorry, but I can't be touched that much.
Come on, I got you.
Every time you moved your hand, lick, lick. Lick. Oh, this is a fun game. Lick.
What is he looking at?
He's posing for you. He's showing you how disdain he has.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway...
He doesn't like anything we're doing right now.
Michael Jackson is frolicking in a field with some kids on Neverland Ranch, and then one of the kids happens upon a cave in this ranch, and there's like... And Joe Pesci is this drug dealer who has like this drug army.
Did you dream this?
No, it's watch Moonraker. And then and the whole movie is a chase where like the kids get kidnapped, like some of them do, and Michael Jackson is being chased by these drug lords trying to rescue these kids, and it's just like a series of dumb vignettes just from like movies that he likes. And for this one, Speed Demon, they're in the desert. And Michael Jackson is being chased by, like, a Roger Rabbit sort of claymation character. It's a really f***ed up fever dream movie.
I'm not even high, and you are totally screwing up my mind.
Yeah, and at the end of the movie, he turns into a giant robot and guns down a bunch of, like, SWAT team drug army dudes.
So you're saying it wasn't something you dreamed, but it's definitely something somebody dreamed.
That Michael Jackson dreamed. Oh,
and it was called what now?
And he turns into a car at one point, I think.
Okay, well, clearly this is the next movie we need to watch, but if it's going to show Michael Jackson playing with a bunch of children at Neverland Ranch, it's probably not available anymore.
It barely constitutes a movie. Like the first 15, 20 minutes is just sort of like stuff from a live concert, and then there's like 30 minutes of plot, and then like 45 minutes of filler.
Like music video type filler?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half long music video, basically.
Oh, it looks... just the cover tells you. It's like Star Wars, but with rainbows.
Yeah, like I would only watch it if I was really stoned.
It's Rainbow Wars? Oh.
And there was 2 video games that accompanied it as well.
2 video games? One wasn't big enough.
I really feel like this should be the cover for this particular episode of the podcast.
I'll Photoshop our faces. Crazy. Wow, this song
retrospective.
This song really brings the album to a grinding.
It really, what was that?
Speed Demon.
It was initially released in Japan. Shocker.
Well, you got to get some theater.
In 1988.
Now it's a theatrical release. One person in Omaha, Nebraska went and saw it.
$60 million.
There's the Liberian girl.
What? Okay.
Liberia. Isn't that the place that had, like... They just used the American flag as their flag?
Yes, I believe so.
What was, like, the major city called? It had, like, a weird... It was called, like, Freedom Town or something.
Oh, no.
I'm not dumping on people's choices for names for things.
Is this one of the kids from that movie? Because it does not look like things turned out well for him.
Ooh, this is a jam right here.
Is Liberia?
I don't know who that is, but it doesn't look like life worked out. It's one of the cast members.
Oh, Sean Lennon was in the movie?
Oh, yeah, apparently Sean Lennon.
Little Sean Lennon was in Moonwalker.
True, they were best buddies. Liberia.
I love you, Liberia.
Why specifically Liberia?
Where is it exactly, hon?
It's on the west coast of Africa.
Okay.
Hold on, I have a vague memory of it. Just a second.
Yeah, because like the capital city had a really weird name. It was like Freedom Village or something.
Is this one of those countries that no longer exists?
Probably.
No, it's still there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There were a lot of changes happening in the late 80s and 90s.
Monrovia is the capital.
And I was kind of busy with my own life changes, and I didn't really keep track of all of it. It was a lot.
Fine, I take it back. Thriller's better.
This is terrible. Like, it was grinding halt at the last song.
But it has Bad Man in the Mirror and Dirty Diana.
Why is Man in the Mirror supposed to be such a great song? I really never thought it was that good. Oh no, I just got the death stare.
I'm taking back your podcast buck. I'll leave you 50 cents in podcast.
I don't know, maybe if I hear it again. It's been a while. But this, oh my gosh, this is not good.
I don't know how the hell you thought making a song about Liberia in any way, shape, or form was a good idea. It is very controversial.
Was he trying to raise awareness of something? Maybe?
I don't know. It's a colony. It was a colony of the United States, and we still financially support them in some ways, but they just will never get a government that is actually a democracy or anything. Everybody that gets elected just wants to stay. It's like, woohoo, fresh water.
At least we proved that we're not above any of that.
Indeed.
I had some vague memory of that being the country that after the Civil War, if any of the slaves wanted to go back to Africa, that's where they dumped them off. He said, okay, you can go here.
Oh, yeah, because it was that... That's why I remembered. It was like that disastrous attempt at like re-Africanizing some American.
Oh dear.
Slaves.
That sounds terrible. Nothing about that sounds like a good idea.
Right.
Like things were bad enough, and that definitely made things worse, right?
With no financial help. Like,
yeah,
you want to go back to Africa? Here you go. Thunk.
What's this song? This song's awful too. What's happening?
Just Good Friends.
Well, that doesn't even have a good title. I become very opinionated after you give me
Which album is this? What's it called again?
Bad.
No, what album is it?
It's bad.
Yeah, but what album is it?
Oh, there's Stevie.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't need a critique. I want to know what the album's called. Everything
You have the most interesting face. You really do.
Everything sounds so cheap and thrown together for a Quincy Jones / Michael Jackson endeavor. But yeah, I swear we listened to this album and I was like, I enjoyed it, and this I'm not enjoying at all. So I'm like, was it a different album? Was it a trick? Was it the album cover for Bad and then it had his greatest hits in it?
That has a promising start right there. Listen to that.
I had a kid do that to me when I was a kid.
All right, friend.
Come here, Billy. Billy, he doesn't really want you licking him.
Totally off the subject, but you were just talking about how you can be into something and out of it. We watched Stone Temple Pilots on Saturday Night Live, a rerun, like a couple of weeks ago.
That was not a good performance.
Did he do his thing?
He was like wearing he was wearing a woman's sweater. Actually, they're all kind of wearing women's clothes, weren't they? But that's just rock and roll. They do that all the time. Anyway, my point is, it was so poorly done. Like, how f***ed up were you guys?
It was not a great performance.
This isn't right, is it?
The fact that he didn't do his thing makes me feel like maybe he wasn't comfortable. Like, maybe they were being restricted in some way.
Oh,
but the other thing...
This is why I wanted to do Buffett, probably.
You guys need to go to
Did
Jamaica?
your fridge just fart? Like, Kat and Joanna hang out a lot. They constantly buy just exotic alcohols.
They will
and
try
beers,
anything, those two.
and they never like them, like any of them. So it's just.
So you're the receptacle.
Oh, are you Mikey? He'll drink anything?
I'm editing this out, but this is from Lil Beaver Brewery. You're not getting free advertising, but this is good.
Hey, you beep.
If we,
you make good.
I like it as a shot.
Yeah. If we ever get a listener, I'll edit that back in and then contact you for more. Here it is. Go get the fan.
Are you bad? Are you bad? Do you know it?
Change. I'm definitely going to kick over the microphone. It's going to feel real good.
Yeah.
Gonna fucking make a difference.
Yeah, well, he's still completely disdained for you. This one. Don't drink my drink.
Why? It makes me high. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. It's so cute.
Chibbity bang, chibbity bang, pretending
You're like my little tiny bulldozer.
She
She missed my nuts 3 times in 30 seconds, and then she came back just to smack me one time. She goes, "Oh, I didn't smack you."
That sweet synth bass.
You didn't say "ugh" when I jumped off of here, so I came back.
I don't know exactly what he's saying, but I like the part where it's like Michael Jackson walking along the sidewalk and he sees trash and he's like,
oh God, we're against litter too? This covers
something
all
about
the bases.
a broken bottle top or something. He's like,
trash.
Coming over here.
What do we do about all the trash in the world?
Kind of love when you're alive. Oh, I know why I hate this song.
Because it's too good?
I have a real problem with ultra rich people pretending to understand the problems of the homeless and the hungry.
That's mall walking music. There you go. Shamogne! This is the
I
greatest
take
synth...
umbrage.
Oh, no, this is
Oh
the
no, she's Umbridge.
greatest synth bass lines of all time. This is number 2. Number 1 is Night Shift. On the night shift. Commodores, Night Shift.
Yes. I'm trying to compare the two in my head.
Also on the list would be...
Granted.
Gary Wright's Dreamweaver.
Look at yourself. Dreamweaver. Oh, and then it's a chord change. See? Get it? Get it? It's a change.
I wonder if he was ever successful with The Man in the Mirror.
Okay, I enjoy the energy of this song. But I still take umbrage.
Professor Umbridge?
All the umbrage.
Harry Potter! Harry!
Having been poor and hungry and without a home, I take umbrage when rich people pretend that they have any idea what I
That's right. Just fork over some cash, bitch, and get out of my way.
Yeah, I'm saying.
If you really gave a shit, all you gotta do is buy me 1 month of apartment, and I could probably be on my way.
Then next time we're doing Dream of the Blue Turtles.
Oh, I really like that album.
What? That's like the ultimate rich guy solving the world's problems.
Yeah,
album.
but I heard it when I was still a child of rich
whatever.
people.
She was still
I
rich.
wasn't homeless yet.
She was still rich.
I hadn't been homeless yet when that one came out. It was a great album.
See, the song is genius because it's like he's solving the world's problems with his crotch.
Oh, God, if only.
See, what you gotta do,
Wait,
you
what
poor
year is
motherfucker, is learn how to change.
You gotta shamogne everything.
You gotta start with the man in the mirror, motherfucker.
Shamogne your problems away.
I don't even disagree with the premise. What year was this?
Hey, if you want to get out of your poor people situation, what you need to do is go to the bank and get some money. That's what I do.
I think this is our first 1987 album.
Ah.
87.
That's really also before I was homeless, but I have since taken umbrage.
Professor Umbridge, Harry Potter, 10 points removed from Gryffindor.
Yeah, like they don't, like every single celebrity ever has done that.
I know, George Michael did one too. And even then, I was like, really?
Make that
His was
change,
on-
You will never change my mind. I will
Listen
always
Without
love
Prejudice, George
that.
Michael did a song that was
What's it called?
like
Do
that.
they know it's
Yeah.
Christmas or whatever? It's like, don't you know it's Christmas, motherfucker? Why are you so poor?
George Michael doing Hand to Mouth on Faith album, and then he did another version that was another song that was of the same genre,
Yep.
the same oeuvre.
Say
On-
Umbridge
Okay,
again.
he was on Feed the World.
Umbridge.
Feed the
He did a
world.
similar song on the
Harry
Listen Without
Potter.
Prejudice
But
album.
then it was
And it was
Know It's
it was a
Christmas.
little more cringeworthy then. Ugh.
Ooh, this is a feat. Cedar Garrett.
This song's about feet.
This has to be one Jacko wrote. Every song he wrote has the same melody. He really loved the...
See, he likes singing at really high notes. See, men can sing high notes. Listen to that.
Men.
Yeah. But they can't hit the...
If you don't think Michael Jackson did that note ever, I
No,
think you're just
that's
wrong.
the piercing Mariah Carey. Like, dudes can do falsetto, but that's like a the Mariah Carey dog whistle. is like the Minnie, what Minnie Riperton is singing.
I know I start howling when I hear it. Oh!
Like, you have to be able to bring your vocal cords to, like, a perfect pitch.
All right.
It's like falsetto is just through the nose. Like a lot of guy singers can do that. Boring!
Well, before my balls dropped, I used to be able to hit that.
Fine, Thriller's better. So Michael Jackson was just a smooth music artist.
The man knew how to get production happening.
I almost remember the time somebody asked me to do that again. It's like, hey, make that fucking high-pitched bird noise you can make. And I went to do it and I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, cigarettes.
Oh, that'd be something that involve way too much research that I'll never do. But like artists whose singles are not representative of their catalog as a whole, I would put the Police on that list. Because their singles are all like really introspective and sleepy pretty much. And the rest of their stuff is like high energy, borderline punk.
I like that.
And I think Michael Jackson would be on the list too.
Alright, I will be the dissenter.
And
I don't think that at all.
And late era Madonna would be on that list as well.
Nobody listens to late era Madonna.
Like, all of her singles are hot garbage, but the albums themselves are okay.
I take umbrage to that.
Professor Umbridge!
Is this a Harry Potter thing? I really have no idea.
Professor Umbridge, Harry Potter.
I remember somebody telling me that Whitney Houston like a finger up the bum.
Yeah, Dolores Umbridge.
Does that have anything to do?
She's the pink, the cute old lady pink one.
Okay.
Professor... Oh, so I was doing McGonagall. I don't know what she sounds like, never mind. Harry Potter!
I just learned something because I've never read nor watched a Harry Potter any.
Really?
Yeah. I went on the Harry Potter ride at Universal Orlando once.
How have you avoided all Harry Potter?
But you didn't enjoy it because you never watched or read any of the stuff?
It was a flying thing. It was like sort of a virtual reality deal. I don't know.
And you're like, I'm a wizard.
They had a great, like, actual roller coaster that was Harry Potter themed. I have no idea what was Harry Potter about it, but it was a great roller coaster.
Henry Potter? Apparently I called him Henry Potter at their house one time. I made everybody roll on the floor for minutes.
Well, my coworker Diane loved all of it because she's a big Harry Potter fan. And all I really loved was that one roller coaster. It was quite good. It was a good roller coaster.
I always thought Harry Potter is named after the It's a Wonderful Life old man.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what his actual name was. Like, he was just a Mr. Potter. For some reason, I thought his name was Harry Potter. Dirty Diana.
She's not that dirty anymore.
This is the ultimate Michael Jackson song because it's shamogne-ing and leaning. Usually it's like a soft ballad, something like cute and introspective. Shamogne-ing, or just like Smooth Criminal is a lean-in song. This is a synthesis of all Michael Jackson into one sick jam. Listening to Michael Jackson makes me violent. I just want to
collaborated on this song?
It was Lionel Barrymore that played Mr. Potter.
I want to dance fight people.
I just learned something weird about Lionel Barrymore. He had a sister named Ethel Barrymore.
God damn it! I keep forgetting the toilet's broken.
He went downstairs for the bathroom. God damn it! Stop doing that.
God damn it, Bobby.
One of his siblings was her
grandfather. Not your purse.
But anyway, my point is, Mr. Potter doesn't seem to have a first name. And Mr. Barrymore named one of his children after his sister, which is a little weird.
He just closed the door and went, who cares?
I feel like we should apologize to James Buffett.
Why?
He's a fan of us. He's a fan of our podcast.
Oh, yeah?
In my mind.
Okay.
So Mr. Buffet. Listening.
It's good to have you here.
Oh! The girl I dated in high school, her mom's name was Diana, and she thought this was the greatest song ever, and I was like, is that really the greatest?
Not really sure that's how you should think about your mom.
No, not her mom. It was her mom's favorite song.
Some of those sweet pew pew lasers.
What the f*** is this song about?
Getting touched by a smooth criminal.
Haven't you ever listened to it?
No.
He's a smooth criminal. Poor Annie. Annie's
so he
not
killed
okay.
Annie and he's...
Annie's not okay. She's been touched by a smooth criminal.
Is she dead?
No, she's just not okay.
I don't think you would ask a corpse if it's okay, so...
See, I just heard a bunch of blood all over the place and I was just like, what? What's...
She's been hit by a smooth criminal. There was bloodstains
on
the carpet.
Was the one that was not okay. But...
So it was just sort of like a breaking and entering, and she got like a vase over the head or something.
I don't...
And then Michael Jackson shows up, and it's like, we were supposed to shamogne. What happened here?
A smooth criminal.
Yeah, like the shit is my jam, but like at low volume, it's just still kind of elevator music.
He came into her apartment. He left the bloodstains on the carpet. She ran underneath the table. He could see she was unable. So she ran into the bedroom. She was struck down, and it was her doom. And then it's all the, Annie, are you okay?
So he's asking a corpse if it's okay.
Annie, are you okay? Will you tell us that you're okay?
That's dark.
There's a sound at the window. He struck you. He came into your apartment, and then again with the bloodstains on the carpet. You ran in the bedroom. You were struck down. It's the same exact thing. And literally, that's...
Alright, last song.
Edit this out. Literally, that was it.
Leave me alone.
Oh, wait, here we go. Every time I tried to find him, there were no clues. They're behind him. And they end up never knowing who's the suspect or what to expect.
Whatever.
Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Sounding heartbeats. Intimidation.
Okay, I was right. It is gibberish.
So she lived.
No, I think she's dead.
Here's one of the...
I think they tried to revive her and she's dead.
Wow.
Well, I was wrong. This is not better than Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
It's still good. I still love my Jacko. And he didn't do it! And if he did, it was for a good reason.
Child did that.
Aw, damn it. Annie's not okay. Annie's dead.
Can you... Hopefully
Very
Annie
upsetting.
was over 18. Can you go listen to the Thriller podcast, see what rating I gave it? I'm giving this...
Let's see here. Let's see, I need to go to YouTube. This is going to take me a while.
It's got a couple of songs that are catchy or whatever, but...
I'm going to give it 1 point for every song I like. So, I like Bad. I like The Way You Make Me Feel. I like Man in the Mirror.
I haven't watched the Ani DeFranco Revolutionary Love home tapes yet.
So
this reminds me of that Janet Jackson album we did, where it's just like, yeah, it's fine while you're listening to it, but I swear to God, as soon as it was over, you're like, remember that song? No. Remember that song? No. There's too many songs that you could tell me that song was that song, and I would say, okay.
My rating for this is...
Turkey.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Not like...
Well, this song is not good. What is this?
No, like, my rating is like my tone. Bad would be like a 10, and like a 0 would be like bad. I'm just giving it a bad. This is a new feature, tone of voice rating.
Ooh.
You just have to say the word bad, conveying how you feel about how bad this is. Is it shamogne bad or bad?
Can I give it a bad?
Sure.
I'm giving it this. I am giving it bad.
It's very subdued.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, try to reflect the mood of the album through
It ain't no
bad.
Mm-hmm.
tapestry.
I'll try to...
Yeah, you're no Carole King.
Bad.
You didn't make my ears bleed.
Bad.
I don't know why I
Bad.
can't hear this. It says it's
There.
playing.
Hold on. One more try. Bad. There. That's my
All right,
rating.
I'm looking for your rating of Thriller, but I can't get sound.
It doesn't matter anymore.
But now it's important to me to find out. So.
Oh,
So
God.
she's going to be doing that at midnight.
Thank you, dear listener.
I don't think I swore.
Thank you, listener. I gave it a bad?
Future me. Dear
You
listener.
think it was a bad?
Bad. But to be fair.
All right, good Brett. Bye. Have fun breading this.